Bourbon Taste-Offs, playoff brackets of the best whiskeys. Join us in our season-long quest to find our tastiest bourbon. Welcome to Bourbon Taste-Offs. This is our episode 5, which is a monthly winner. And our choices to go against are Wisconsin winner. We picked all Wisconsin bourbons, and the winner was the Red Cabin from Central Standard. And our second episode was any bourbon under 100 proof, and our winner on that one was the Bulleit 10-year. And then our next episode was our Bottled and Bond, and the winner of that one was Chestnut Farms. And our last episode was all single malt, and our winner of that one was the Stranahan's Original. And so they are going to match off against each other, and this is the first time we actually know what's included in our taste-off. So what do you guys think about this?
I'll be shocked if the single malt. It's a little bit unfair.
Yeah. It's picking soccer or football.
I drink Bulleit 10 regularly. I brought it. Was it the first episode or second episode? Because I like it. Sometimes people haven't tried it and they're like, oh my, they see Bulleit everywhere, but not the Bulleit 10. So, if Bulleit 10 doesn't win to me and I don't pick it out, I'll be surprised. I think I'll be able to pull it out, but maybe not. The Penhook was good. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, that's why we do it blind like this. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'll be surprised if the Bulleit 10 doesn't win. I've been in plenty of taste-offs where Bulleit 10 has won against higher priced bourbons. It offers a lot, but not overpowering you. So guys will get a mouthful of flavor, but not feel like they're like, whoa, I'm on fire right now, or anything like that. So, but this is why we do it.
So again, this is a playoff bracket style playoff or taste-off, so we do need to find out what is going to match up against what. I think Dan says he might know what might win, but the reason we have 3 people here is to break trends or, taste-offs.
I'll pick that last. That'd be hilarious.
So,
Karma.
Right, exactly. Right. So I have never picked out of this. I'm going to do a pick here.
There you go, perfect.
So we'll find out what one goes against 2 again.
There you go.
And now that I just did that, I think I did actually pick before. I think I remember pulling 2 before, but
All right, let's get this going.
yeah. I don't know if they were put in the order that they won or if they just are randomly put in. So we're going 1 and 2, and 3 and 4, and we're going right into it. Again, these are previous winners, so they all stood up against the competition in the previous episodes. But please go back and watch if you haven't. It's very entertaining. Yeah, I think we will be able to know what these are based on our extensive tastings from the past.
Remind me, was the Red Hook really sweet? Was that the one I'm trying to remember? Or the Red Cabin?
The Red Cabin.
Red Cabin. Was that really sweet?
I think it was. I mean, I tend to go for sweeter.
It's because you're a sweet guy.
Oh, thank you. Yes. I don't know. Sometimes opposites attract. Maybe I'm the bitter and I like the sweet. Certainly the case with my wife and I. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
All right, I got a winner. I mean, I don't want to.
Yeah, I think I know.
You guys all have your critique levels and your about this, but it should be easy to pick between the 2 because they're very different flavors.
They're very different.
So you should be able to. I don't care which one you choose here at all, but you should be able. These are very different bourbons, except for I guess potentially one being a single malt. You should be able to pick. I like that a lot better, right?
Yeah, if we have any kind of palate differentiation at all.
Right.
Yeah, I picked one pretty quickly as well that I favor.
I did as well.
Okay.
So I just had to taste it a second time just to confirm.
Josh, go ahead.
I agree.
I ended up picking number 2. Really tasty from the beginning. A little sweeter. I think number 1 was a little bit, probably a higher proof. Yeah, I picked number 2.
Go ahead, Todd.
Actually, I picked number 1. I guess I thought that
I did too.
I thought it would all be unanimous, and when you said 2, I was like, yeah, me too. And I'm like, wait a minute, no, I picked.
Yeah, I got one.
I picked 1. Yeah. So yeah, we got 1 down.
It's funny, I generally pick more complex, and just, I don't know, maybe just right now, I'm in the mood for a little bit softer, smoother bourbon.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this process. You know, we are going to introduce maybe some that did not advance down the line because our palates are going to change, you know, depending on what we just ate, or like I said in previous episodes, that, you know, just the smells that you smell in the air just by the different seasons could affect what your palate is tasting. So, yeah,
On to 3.
on to 3. Yep.
I lost my sticker.
Are you able to figure it out, or
Yeah, it was the one without one.
isn't process of elimination a wonderful thing? Or deductive reasoning?
I feel so much pressure now that I talked all that shit about, you know, the bullet.
Yeah, I mean, these are all previous winners. I mean, it's going to get only more difficult as we proceed, because we're just taking winners against winners.
This is much closer.
Yeah.
This is much closer.
You know, one of these 4 is a single malt.
I know, and I'm not picking up on it right
Right.
now. That's scary. Which means, I mean...
Oh, I think the single malt was the loser of the last round. That's what I think.
I was thinking so too.
That's what I thought, but
Which Josh now likes single malt.
hey, that's why we get the camera.
Yeah.
You can just get the flag.
Yeah.
It's the key. This is what you said.
Yep. Well, he owns it, so he doesn't want to be known as owning something that's not good.
All right. I got a winner.
Very close.
It really is. When I taste one, I'm like, okay, this one, and then I taste the other one, I'm like, oh shoot, no, this one.
One's got a little bit stronger on the tongue feel, I think. Not too much.
Yeah, I'm tempted to add water, but I think I will put a little drop in.
Splash. Todd, tell us about the time you were at Arsenio Hall.
Searching for some meaning at the bottom of a bag.
That's out of
Eating
nowhere.
Hennessy, I'ma earn
That's
LV. I
incredible.
don't need no sugar.
You know who was at Arsenio Hall?
What did you say?
You might not even know who Arsenio Hall
I
is.
do know who Arsenio Hall is.
Okay.
But I didn't know the relationship.
Yeah,
They
so
were brothers?
right out of high
They're
school.
brothers. They're
Yeah.
brothers.
Yeah, we're brothers. Right out of high school, I went into the military. I was in the Air Force, and I was stationed out in Vandenberg Air Force Base, and they had an NCO club where I would be. I love to dance, you know, and so they had an NCO club. They had people there scouting for people to be on the show called the Party Movie. They had show. Nia Peebles, she's an actress from North Shore, like the surfing movie. She was the host and going around, and people would be dancing. You'd have to bring a change of clothes because they would do a couple of recordings at once, but didn't want everybody knowing that it's like 2 different episodes.
Mm-hmm.
2 episodes in one day. So yeah, they picked me to go there. My best friend at the time. It was so funny. He's black, I'm white. We got these MC Hammer pants. I have the black, MC Hammer pants with the crotch going down to my knees, and he's got the white MC Hammer pants with the crotch going down to his knees, and we're doing our own little like choreographed like dance and stuff. And yeah, I was on the party machine. I had people back home, but I saw you on TV, so it wasn't Arsenio Hall, but it was an Arsenio Hall produced show.
Okay.
So and he was actually in one episode.
Can we find it on YouTube?
I've searched, and yes, you can, but there's only like little snippets. Like they don't have like the in and out like full program. Where when they did have the full program, when they'd go to commercial or come out of commercial, she'd be sitting there saying her spiel, and I'd be right next to her.
I think if we can get Todd on that show as our intro, that would be amazing.
That would be cool. Yeah,
There's got to be video of it, right, somewhere.
there is. There is an episode where you can see me, but I'm just like a gawker, like watching people dance.
Okay.
I gotta imagine one of our millions of subscribers
Right.
would come in and be able to provide this for us. So
Right.
for those of you that are one of our millions of subscribers, if you don't mind just doing some research for us.
Right.
That's awesome. Yeah, we got Joe Rogan following
Right.
for sure.
And what was the dance of the time, though? Was it the sprinkler, the running man? What was popular then?
Well, I mean, MC Hammer was big at that time. It was 1990.
Hammer time.
Yeah. So what is that? 34 years ago. Wow.
Ooh.
I feel really young right now.
Yeah, great memories back then.
Right.
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
yeah. So thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Man. It's really like on the spot.
Yeah. It's a great story.
Yeah. Do you have any embarrassing things you want to share?
Yeah, we'll find some, I'm sure.
Next
The
episode.
list is long.
Stay tuned.
That should be embarrassing. It's a great story.
Okay.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah,
What it tells me is you can dance.
I do enjoy dancing.
That's
I
awesome.
do. Yeah.
So hey, back to the episode.
Yeah.
Right.
So we have an option.
We do have an option. We're still going between 3 and 4. I think Dan is done drinking.
I got a winner.
tasting, so he's got a winner. Oh man.
I also have a winner.
And I think this winner is going to beat the other winner.
Potentially, yeah. I'm almost out of this one. So yeah, I'm gonna say I know as well. You two might be on the same page. I might not be on the same page you guys are. I mean, these are very close. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So I'll start because I'm thinking you guys might not pick the same one I do. I'm picking 3 for this one.
I picked 3.
I picked 3.
Wow! Yeah! What do I know? That feels good to be validated.
It took me a while to get there,
Yeah, for sure.
but once I got there, I was pretty confident with the pick.
So in previous episodes, when we had 2 ones that did not advance, we brought out the bottles, and so we will display them.
2.
Number 2 was Stranahan's.
This is 4.
Wow.
And the Bulleit.
Yeah, the Bulleit 10 year.
Which it doesn't mean that the 4 wouldn't have beat the other ones there. It was just that had like number 1. It wouldn't have beat that. What do I know?
Sorry for those listening to the podcast. We are a little bit confused.
We are. We are. So we decided to bring out the bottles that lost, and then when the bottles came out, we're like, oh, those are the winners?
Right.
So,
Yeah, as you all remember, I clearly thought the Bulleit 10 was going to win this. My hunch is it would come in second if we did the Bulleit versus whatever loses here.
I agree.
But I thought it was going to win. So
And that's the beauty of a playoff bracket. Like, it lost, and it would beat the contender.
Right. And we thought it was close. Everybody was like,
It was very close. It was, to me, it was a coin flip. Which makes me really curious now to find out what 3 ends up being.
Well, it's either Brett Cabin or
Or the Chestnut Farms, which we were all very impressed with.
And
I'll be shocked if Red Cabin wins.
I think it is gonna win.
It
I'm
might.
serious.
It might.
Because it's just gonna be. It's gonna be.
Oh, shit. So I got mine picked.
I got my pick, but I don't think it's the same as you guys.
No, because I think you're trying to be biased about it.
Yeah.
I think going off of just
He's
taste.
like, I can't pick
Right,
Red Cabin.
right.
Well, you get your thoughts. So I think Red Cabin's gonna be one. I think it tastes really sweet. I remember Red Cabin being sweet. I've never had the, was it Pembroke? before.
Chestnut Farms.
Chestnut Farms. I don't know
It
what
is
it's
hard to
called.
remember that name. It
Chestnut
really
Farms
is.
is gonna be 3. That's how I'm gonna play it, but I'll be totally sure. You know what? I thought the Bulleit 10 was gonna win, so what do I know? But I'm picking 3. This is just sweet for me. Do you guys remember if I picked this? If we were unanimous?
We were.
We were when that one won, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't remember if that one was unanimous or not.
Man. So I'm empty on each of these, so I have to just go on memory.
Do you want to jump in line?
Yeah, please.
Well, maybe good or not good, but I'm picking 3 as well.
I picked 3.
Yeah, I mean, both of these are really good. And they're different.
Very.
They're very different, but they both, I think, are pretty exceptional. I mean, they held their own going against other of their category, and now on this monthly winner, like winner of winners, essentially, it's going against some good picks. I will agree with you guys. I think 3 is the winner.
Because in my mind then, 3 had won against our Bulleit 10, which I'm Bulleit 10 big fan of. So that means I can clearly go to the store and pick this up, and I know I'm gonna really like it. So when I'm done here today, I'm gonna call a couple people I know and be like, hey, if you're at wherever you're at, you see that?
Mm-hmm.
I know you like Bulleit 10s, I've drank it with you before. Go and pick this up. You're gonna love it.
Right.
I mean, it just beat Bulleit 10 in a head-to-head. So you're gonna, yeah.
But remember, I mean, when we were tasting Bulleit 10 versus the winner, it took each one of us a long pause.
Right.
So it was very close and we were forced into a decision.
Yeah, so clearly there's no loser there.
Sure,
in those
for
two.
sure.
There's those two at all.
Yeah, I mean, I think in a future episode, I'm gonna pick like age-stated like bourbons.
Right.
And it's gonna be bring 10-year,
Right.
and then bring 12-year. Let's do a 15-year,
Right.
8-year, and we're gonna actually compare like a whole month of just age-stated bourbons and find out what competes. And I am pretty sure that might get back in the mix.
Right.
You know,
Right.
so I think, we have a winner. We're gonna bring out the bottles of what these two are, and we'll find out what it is. We're gonna find out what the monthly winner, number 3, is.
Ding, 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 ding. I think if we did all these, if we randomized and just drank 4 in a row, I think the Chestnut Farms comes in first, the Bulleit 10, and then you guys might flip and flop. I would go Red Cabin, and then I'd do that 4.
Yeah.
If we were doing them in order.
Hmm.
But clearly, I thought that would win. So, how much was it? Is it an $80 bottle?
It's not 100, but it's close.
Bulleit 10 is a $40 bottle.
Yeah,
If I'm at the liquor store and people are looking to me take the $40 Bulleit 10, because we almost had a hard time picking between the two, but a pretty cool bottle for your collection.
I'm going to chime in here and say that this episode is not sponsored by Bulleit 10. And Dan is not a plant from Bulleit, but
Oh, a Bulleit t-shirt next to it. Make sure you hashtag Dan at Bulleit 10. I'm a big fan.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I can catch on that, on my biases. But,
Look, I've had the Bulleit 10 before. I do like it. I think the coolest part about this experience is I've never tried the winner. And now I really struggle spending a lot of money on bourbon when there's,
Right.
to your point, why adventure to that $80 bourbon when you have something so close for $40? You know, just to explore. So that's what's exciting about this for me is that I've tried now the $80 and I'm like, oh, to your point, you can call up some friends and say, try this.
Right.
I've had it, and you're not going to take one sip and say, oh, I'm going to put this on the shelf because I don't like it.
Well,
I have a different take though.
Okay.
Because I mean, if people are like talking about things, they're like, did you hear what just won on Bourbon Taste Offs for the month? It was Chestnut Farms. You have to go get this. Like
Right.
these guys know what they're talking about. This
Right.
thing actually won.
Right.
So that's my take.
No, especially if you're a collector and you want to have the bottle, it's clearly a cool bottle, and
It really is actually.
yeah,
But again, it's a bottle of bourbon with a horse on it. Like how much more cliche can you get?
right,
But it ends up holding its own, honestly.
very good.
What a fun 5 episodes.
I agree.
Yeah,
Thanks a ton for just, I don't know, Todd, this brainchild of yours, setting this up. And, what a journey so far.
been a lot of fun.
It has been, and it's going to continue because I mean, that's the first month. Thank you so much for joining us on our search to find our tastiest whiskey in our inventory. We will see you next time for episode 6. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you next week.